defense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10.
11. Hey, run. 11.
On play action now, Lawrence. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. That's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yep.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
So at the 20, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Etienne again. And that run's held up just before he can get the last bit he needed. It's going to be 4th and short. Looking quickly here. On 4th down, here's Lawrence. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on 4th down, it may mean sometimes throwing into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
We've set it downs from 37. Here's Etienne on 1st down. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. But once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Lion!
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Etienne on 3rd down. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
They get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Good opening drive to this point. They've got another 1st down at the 34.
Easy, read him. 30 left.
Lawrence working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
24, take right open. Hey, Ginger. Touch. 11.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Bengals are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception.
The Bengals take over
Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get...
Cut at the 20-yard line. And he has this down to the 14-yard line. Offensive line fast.
12.
First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A first down carry for Brown. Winging there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Here we go. Big stop.
Burrow throwing out of the pistol. Setting up the running back screen. And he stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
With that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Here we go. 11. Can. Stop.
Burrow setting to throw. Throw left side, complete. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Ball still at the 3 as they get set for second and goal.
Here we go.
Piran. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a couple on that play. It's going to be third and goal.
Brings up third and goal.
All right, still scoreless through one quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. The Bengals well within striking distance. He's got a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals get the game's first points here in the second. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
To kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on first and 10.
Hey.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Finds him on the slant. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 from the 43.
Hey.
Now we give to ETN running right. And working a couple yards past the line. Good stop made by Barrett Carter.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Now it's Lawrence. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Dax Hill. And he makes the house call. It's a pick 6 for Cincinnati.
I got to imagine this defense right now has got some kind of tell of this quarterback. He's either getting away with his eyes or his feet. Interception on the previous drive, and this defense once again jumping all over him.
Now the offense and Burrow coming to the line, looking to tack on 2 more.
Here we go.
The Bengals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Caught at the 1. And he's in for the score. That's 2 points, and their lead grows to 15. Chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Okay, well that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Now Lawrence coming off a pick. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And the Jaguars have a first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Completes it to his back for Quint Allen. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Oh no, they get him yet again! Geno Stone picks it off. And the Bengals get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception. Man, these guys just can't get out of their own way right now, and we both know it's only going to hurt worse as this game rolls on.
Yeah, kind of stuck in a loop right now, and I don't care what sport it is. If it's golf, if it's shooting a free throw, bat and baseball, like you grip it tight, and you grip that ball tight, usually bad things follow.
On the move, headed right. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Foyer Oluokun with the pick. And the Jaguars are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Must be paying these guys day rate, not the hourly rate, because it took them just 1 play to answer interception for interception. We're right back, basically, to where we were 2 snaps ago, with a whole lot of excitement in between.
Brought in right side. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Hey, run!
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Lawrence. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
It's a gain of 8.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
Red on red.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the gun, Etienne gets it. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another.
Lawrence looking to throw. Here comes the screen for Etienne. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Offense and Lawrence getting ready for this 2-point try.
The Jaguars will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Back to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And no connection on the two-point try. It fails.
That is tremendous defense. First and foremost, you've got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, boy, that is a huge win for the defense.
So we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. Things going well so far. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard
line. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Stop.
This drive will begin with a run by Brown. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. He stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's get set. 180. Stop.
They'll run again with Brown. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. The Bengals playing themselves to a lead here in Paycor. 3rd and just 2 to go.
Here we go, here we go. Stop. Stop.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Here we go. 4th down, Burrow. Throw caught by his running back. Keeps on moving into the red zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals grow their lead just before halftime.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin-off, pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch. He can do his damage big time.
Now Burrow leading his Bengals up as they go for 2.
Here we go.
The Bengals will line up for the
180.
2-point conversion.
11. Stop.
And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work.
21. Jaguars 6.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
For Cincinnati.
Bayshul Tootin now on the return. And he's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stops. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10.
Hey, go. Here we go.
Lawrence to throw it. Oh, brother, it's another interception. DJ Turner comes up with it.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Burrow now on 1st down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Moving quickly, trying to get set.
11. First down. 1st and 10 at the
11
26-yard
MT,
line.
Kate. 11 MT.
From the gun, a give to Brown. That run good for a handful as it brings up 2nd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got to home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And he might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Let's get set. Start.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. The Jaguars are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Plays hot. Stop.
He gets it again. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there. Not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense.
Here we go.
And that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
180. 180 hot. Start.
Burrow will throw for it. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. Going for it yet again, and once again, they don't have the right call to make it in for 2, so their struggles continue.
Yeah, they've kept them on the field without hesitation all game long. This offense knows what they're doing. The problem is the defense knows even more.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Escapes the pocket. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Second and 10. Here's Lawrence. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
11. Go.
Going again. Here's Lawrence. He finds him beyond the marker. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their 3rd. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Completed over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Jaguars first down. A gain of 16 yards. And the Jaguar 1st down.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start. To this second half, we've got a touchback. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. On play action now, Lawrence. Headed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be second down.
Okay, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence buys time, rolling right. He can run it. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Jaguars, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, Lawrence has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him to a halt right at that midfield stripe. Look at Cam Taylor-Britt getting up there to track that one down.
Second and 6.
This is second and 6 coming up.
Rip, 23. This one's up. 13, Luke. 11.
Lawrence now off the play action. He's got a man left. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So first down from the 41.
Jaguars.
Hey, Lion.
Out of the gun, a give to ETN. Only gets a yard there to make it second and 9.
One thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, second and 9. Lawrence working from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down. Third and long for him here. Cut out left. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
So here comes the kicking unit. I cannot believe they're going to try for this one. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. It's no good. Well, credit for believing in your guy, I suppose, but just too much kick for him to handle. And they continue to trail by 21. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Gun. Shot. White 80. White shot.
A give left side to Brown. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
Here we go. 180. 180. Start.
Give on second, it's Brown. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Eric Armstead there on the stop.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
11, Thomas. 10, 11, 11. Stop.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. This connects with Higgins. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here we go. Stop.
Brown on 1st and goal. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1.
Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals push their lead further to start the half. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
All right, I know the old adage, there is no lead that is safe in the NFL, but Brock, this lead actually feels pretty safe to me. Not sure they needed to go for 2 at this point.
Well, I'm pretty sure you know what this feels like one thing to me, stat padding. And it's just going to come back to you at some point. Maybe not in this game, but down the road. You start padding your stats to show off, oh, look how many points we scored. Look how great a job we did. You start patting yourself on the back, you're usually going to get hit and knocked on your backside at some point.
Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield.
Right, let's go. Great job.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. And goes to the hurry up here.
Jaguars, 1st down. A gain of 12. 1st down.
Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
They'll look underneath here for ETN. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Jaguar football, but this late, that lead, likely too much for them to overcome. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Hey. Ginger. Jack. Silver.
From the red zone now. He brings it in. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
And I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. We're at a premium in this league.
And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1.
3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
11. 11. Hey, I'm gone.
Lawrence on 3rd and goal. He will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars putting up points in a game decided. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play. You just exposed them.
And he has it in the end zone for 2, and that's going to chip away a little bit at that deficit.
14. Cam Little to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Brooks now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go.
There's Brown to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
That one's incomplete over the middle. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Has it downfield. It's Chase. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line.
That's good.
1st and 10 from the 43.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Burrow to the air now. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Burrow from the gun. He's got it near the 8. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On 2.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Stop.
Brown on the inside give. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal coming up. 5 yards to the end zone.
Here we go.
Burrow gets it out wide quick. He's got a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals put up even this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals grow their lead yet again.
Jaguars 14. The kickoff for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Now Lawrence on the play fake. He gets this one to Strange. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. Second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Hits him downfield. This is Thomas. They are finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that first down.
Jaguars first down.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Oh, no. They get him yet again.
On 2, ready? Gun. 11. 180.
Going with Brown on the ground. And give him 6 on the run as that play takes us to the 2-minute warning. We managed 6 on the play, bringing up second and 4.
Well, I think I hear the warning sirens. You hear them, Kate? I think they just got quieted. Because that run right there gave them enough room from the goal line where you should feel comfortable calling anything in your playbook.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Forced out to his right. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Travis Hunter. And the Jaguars, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's first and goal. Not deterred by that kick. He's thrown again. Catch made. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars parlay the interception into points. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. His third through the air this game. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Well, they looked maybe a little unsure of the call, Brock, and that two-point try unraveled out there.
Or maybe they were just surprised by the look this defense came out in. Either way, unfortunately, not a whole lot you can do once that ball snapped. Got to find some way to make that call work.
On the return, here's Jones. Escapes the defender. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out.
At their own 17-yard line.
On 1, ready?
First call here, coming from the shotgun.
Here we go. 11, Thomas. 180.
They're going to pass it here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, you need more interceptions.
Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so third down now.
Brings up third down and 9.
On 2. Here we go. Stop.
Throw here, third down. just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up. The Bengals send out the punting unit, and he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. He gets this one away and really connected. This one is sky high. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return.
First and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion! Hey, attention. Here we go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Dumped off to his running back. And they are on him short of that 1st down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up 4th down. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their 3rd. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
Hey, go! Hot.
Desperation time here on 4th. Going deep here for the end zone. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars get it back to within 2 possessions. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. Hey, in this situation, why not? I'll just go ahead and go for 2 here.
Go. Hey, 11.
Lawrence is going to try and throw. And this is going to be caught. Getting aggressive as they trail in this game, and that takes them 2 points closer. All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for 2.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a 2-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get 2. No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
All in left side. And they give to him before he can reach the end zone, Brock. No touchdown on our final play. This game is over. So in the jungle, the Bengals take the win. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0.